Welcome back. Now, and our next guest lost a beloved husband in 2019. She hoped to find the support she needed on an online group for widows. But instead, Lynn was cruelly targeted by a scammer going by the name of Derek.
After tricking her with affectionate emails and fake pictures, Lynn ended up sending him a staggering £50,000.
Yeah, she joins us now to share the shocking story alongside DC Victoria Hazlewood, whose team at the Cheshire Police alerted Lynn to the fraud. Morning, both of you.
Good morning.
Oh,
Lynn,
so thanks for joining us.
Firstly, we're so sorry that you lost your husband. So, passed away. You then decided to join a group on social media to basically find support and companionship amongst fellow widows and widowers, right? So, what sort of take us through the story from there?
So I joined the site and Derek got in contact with me and we hit it off straight away with the banter and what have you. So, and I thought, he knows the emotions that I'm going through.
Yeah.
So that cut the ice there.
What was it about him that you just really thought, oh, I really like him, he's lovely?
It was just, he had a nice smile, personality was great.
So you're seeing a picture, you got a picture there, right?
But his text and his emails, kind and a bit of banter in there and what have you.
And you actually spoke to him on the phone, didn't you?
Yeah.
And what would you speak about your day? Would you speak to him every single day?
Yeah, he'd tell me about his day and then I'd tell him about mine. And it would be 3-4 times a day.
Would he be telling you about his supposed past life as well and loss? He'd talk about his loss?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
About his wife, and he had one son.
Yeah.
His son ran the business from America while he was out in Dubai, drilling for minerals, etc.
Yeah.
And did he ever ask you about your financial situation at all?
No, but he sent me, the first email he sent, he asked did I have my own house, did I drive, all those sort of questions, which at the time I thought, because I don't want him to think I'm after his money sort of thing.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, when it all came round, looking back, that's where he got all his information.
When you're in the fog of it all, I suppose you're not even thinking about stuff like that, are you? So this is all a sham. Well, I guess I've got 2 questions. When were you first thinking, I'm not sure about this, and when did he first ask for money and what did he ask for?
So, for about 6 weeks in, he asked for the money. And it was like £200, £300.
Right. So sort of not enough to make the alarm bell start ringing. And what was he asking for? What was that money for?
That was for money that there was an accident at work and his employees, 3 of his employees had been injured in hospital, so he had to pay hospital fees because they took his passport off him. They'd frozen his bank because he was liable for these employees. And so it all sounded...
quite legit.
Yeah.
And by then, you've created this bond with him. You're talking to him every single day. You even put his picture through a Google search, didn't you?
That's right.
It came back clean.
It did.
So you have got a bond with this man. Although you haven't met him, there is a definite bond. So you handed over that money. When did it become more?
So it started becoming more probably in the October 2021, where his bank was still frozen and he had no money to eat. The hotel bills, he couldn't pay them because the bank was frozen. And it just, like, snowballed from there.
And is he constantly saying, listen, I'm going to give you this money back?
Yeah,
don't
with
you worry about
interest.
things.
And is he on the phone going, like...
Yes.
So you're literally... It's not like a text or anything, you're speaking to him
on
every
the
day.
phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you ended up transferring £50,000 of your own pension straight to him?
Yeah.
It's gone?
Yeah.
And there was no... Did you feel like you trusted him that you were going to get it back?
Yeah, because he just kept saying to me, reassuring to me, don't worry about money. I'll pay you back with interest. And I said, yeah, but this is my life savings.
Yeah.
And he just kept reassuring.
But then he wanted more, didn't he?
Yeah.
So then did you try and take out another loan?
I did, yeah.
How much was that for?
50,000.
And this is when the police got in touch, basically, around that time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
OK.
In the
So let's bring in
October
DC Victoria Hazlewood. Thank you for joining us.
Morning.
So how did you guys find out about this?
So we were doing a bit of research and as a result, we could see that Lynn was talking to this person. So that's why we've sent some of our colleagues round just to get the story from them.
Are you just
really.
constantly probing for scams then online? Like, how does it work? Because who reported this? Like,
Yeah, how do you know? I'm so interested.
So we'll just get intelligence through various ways, whether that's, you know, people of loved ones that are concerned about family, you know, family members or other sources of intelligence.
Yes.
And that's so interesting as well, because obviously you've lost your husband, so there's an element here where you probably don't want to open up that much to your family because, you know, you're meeting someone else so soon after it.
Because, like, embarrassed and ashamed, really. Because when do you go and meet somebody?
Exactly. This is the way we meet people now. We meet people online. Did you actually catch the scammer who scammed Arlene?
Unfortunately not in this case.
Is that, but I mean, how, just to say as much as you can, how hard is it to catch these people? Because this isn't one person, is it? This is the whole, like, you know,
Multiple.
racket, right?
Yeah, and each victim, it's going to be different for their circumstances. But, you know, they're clever. So they can get mobile phones, but they might not be registered.
Yeah.
They can use VPNs, which will hide their internet address. So it's then just difficult to try and find the leads of finding out where they are, whether they're in the UK, whether they're not in the UK. So there's a number of factors that can impact.
Lynn wanted to come here and share her story, so just really quickly, only got like 30 seconds, but what advice would you give to people? What should people be looking out for?
OK, I would say ask them lots of questions about themselves because they will be wanting to get loads of information from the victim to use that information against them. Talk to friends and family. That's the best thing you can do because friends and family will pick up on red flags before a victim will. Never give money to anybody that you meet online. Yeah.
And luckily, you got your money back.
I did.
You're so
very lucky.
Was that the bank? They sorted you all out? Oh, I'm so happy that you got your money back.
Very lucky.
Thank you so much for joining
Can I just say something as well? Because it's not just women.
Yeah.
It's men as well. And I think men are more embarrassed about speaking out about it. So that's why I'm doing it as well, not just for women, but for men as well.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
for joining us. Thank you.